Obviously, when you come into the church as the house of God and temple of God, there are numerous things that you see around in differing areas. You'll see a lot of aesthetics and artwork and architecture that we speak to the nature of the beauty of God and the tradition that we're in and the house of God, which is why sometimes you get questions like, why does the Catholic Church have these different statues or these different icons or different things? It's very much no different than people have in their house, where they have images, photography, family records of things that are there. Again, as I stated earlier, we're surrounded by this cloud of witnesses, this living presence of the angels and the saints. And you see the life of the church in the different stained glass. Obviously, you can see when it's backlit, of course, but the different saints that are here. You'll see around the church the stations of the cross that Jesus went through when he went through his condemnation and through carrying the cross to his death. Those things array the church around the side. You see particularly images of the Lord on his cross with his body. You'll see that particularly in Catholic churches. Others do it as well, but you'll see the corpus, the body, not just a cross, as we believe in the resurrection of the body and the living presence and of the images that we see of God, okay, just like we do in our homes with different things that we have, all right? We have obviously the tabernacle where the presence of God is kept, obviously coming from the word tent. It's where we get those things from the Old Testament and what was called the holiest of holies, where the Ark of the Covenant was kept at the temple. And we're surrounded by that in a centralized area as we're near the altar. Okay? We have other things that affect our senses that are similar to the seasons that we're in. We always have candles, which represents obviously light and the presence of God, which is why there's always a candle near the tabernacle representing that there's a living presence in a church, particularly a Catholic church. Always and everywhere you could get a sense of the presence of God if you were to come into a Catholic church and pray, as opposed to if you were not. Really sit and listen. You can really have the sense that you're in the presence of God in a tabernacle and then in any other place. It could be another church or another just building. All this centers around the presence of the Lord, and again, all these cloud of witnesses and the things with which speak to our minds, our eyes, and the art and architecture that is there. That's why we're surrounded by these different things, okay? And why there's a sense of keeping our attention, again, our senses focused on the Word and focused on the altar and where the presence of God is. So it all has a sense of us being present to what is going on at the specific moment in the house of God there.